Welcome to the Country Fried Outdoors Tasting Your Experience podcast. The podcast that will connect you to resources regionally and nationwide to engage them in open, honest discussions so that we can inspire the growth that you need to chase the experience you want. So strap yourself in because here we go.
I guess going back, so number two, the other biggest mistake, I gotta say is because I know what number three is. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but number two, I would have to go with either not planting enough seed or too much seed for what you're planting. Now, this gets into an interesting topic of that. The bags of seed that you get, you have to know the recommended rate at which you're trying to plant. The bags that you buy in a store don't often give you the correct amount per se. Like rye is anywhere from 100 pounds per acre to 120. If you were to buy rye in a bag, they're going to give you like 5 or 6 pounds and you don't have enough. I mean, it's kind of a weird aspect, but know the rates of what the seed is you're trying to plant. And then in the other end, for brassicas, I'm going to go with people I see all the time overseed those things because they're tiny seeds. I can't see them come out. So I'll just open up the spreader and let her eat. Just put a half acre, yeah, basically a half acre down in a quarter acre and wondered why all the girls got stunted. Yeah, that I see that more often than not. They're like, well, it came up great, and then all of a sudden the plants started getting weird colors and stunted growth, and it's like, yeah, you really packed them in there. Some plants can be packed really close together. Yep. It's so knowing what you're planning in that aspect. So, and
So
then I guess
what are
the
some
last, what's that?
what are some good resources then for people to kind of realize what the rate is that they're looking for?
The best one I've found so far that kind of gives people a great idea. Whitetail Institute does a pretty good job at educating people on rates and whatnot, but I'm trying to think of the best ones to look at. I mean, local farmers got a pretty good idea on planting rates for if they're going to do winter rye or wheat. They kind of know what the spreader's going to do. Lots of people broadcast seed with a spreader, chest spreader, or a hand spreader. Sometimes you need a little bit bigger rate for those, just because of you know, sometimes you start walking fast in the beginning and then obviously you get tired at the end, so you're not spreading as efficient. I mean, there's lots of things to that. So, but yep. Um, and then my last thing is a lot of people spread seeds, and the best thing you could possibly do is seed to soil contact. That's the biggest one I see, and that's either a running you need to run over with a quad tire, or a cultipacker. I know there's a few people out there that got different style cultipackers out there, and they work well. The biggest thing though is knowing how to cultipack too. There's some people that will, you know, till 6 inches of, fresh powdered dirt, which is soft. When you step in it, you go down about, 3 or 4 inches. And what you want is a solid seed bed for them on top and then pack them into that solid seed bed. Basically, so one, runoff from heavy rains doesn't take the seed and drive it away. But two, you're driving the seed and putting it in that perfect atmosphere to get established. It's in the ground. It's going to root really fast. It's not planted too deep. And, that's when you're off to the races. So seed to soil contact's a big thing. Um, a lot of times I just tell people if you're going to do like a micro plot or a kill plot, take a rake out there with you and just kind of scratch the ground or scratch the ground a little bit, and then flip your rake over and then kind of drag it behind it. What you're doing is mixing the seed into the dirt that you've just scratched,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives it the best opportunity to germinate. So that's I kind of give people two different avenues on how to do that, so to give you the best germination rate out of it.